Hi, Sag, and welcome to your April 2023 read. All right, this read is for Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. All right, let's get started. What do you want to tell me, Saggies? What's happening? Okay, 8 of Wands, beautiful. Temperance and 10 of Swords. Well, you've been through it all, and Spirit's now guiding you to... Okay, so I think you're going to gather some information. You're going to read something on the, I don't know, in social media. You're going to read something that is going to allow you to make your future plans. But Spirit is the one in charge. As we always know, you're being guided, right, by a spirit guide here. So as the saying goes, patience is a virtue when it comes to things that have to be brought to your attention in order to be put into place, right? So this Libra full moon that's happening right now is imparting a balance of what we've had to endure and undergo such great pain for a new path, a new life, a new vista, if you will. Right? It's beautiful. She is a beautiful depiction of, she's a Sag, by the way. Here's your card in the front and center. Saying that I also, the alchemy of fire and water, right? So it's mixing our desires with our emotional, that's the alchemy of passion, merging, synergizing with our emotional balance. We need to figure that out. Maybe you're reading about it. Maybe you're looking on YouTube about more about synergizing the energies that emotionally tie us up to our desires and or vice versa. What are these messages? What is this happening here? But we also just want to know, like, the swords haven't, like, the swords, it's been very difficult and trying. It's been a trying time for many. I'd say within the last 10 months, you've had to climb a lot of very difficult and painful, very painful and difficult. You've had to learn a lot within the last 10 weeks, 10 months, even up to 10 years. I'm really 8 to 10 years. It's been a struggle, or 8 to 10 months. It's been very difficult. And trying to balance that through patience almost becomes an impossible feat. But with Spirit guiding you, you can only just keep going. You have to keep going, right? We have no choice. Okay, I'm using the vice versa deck. So let's continue with Saggies. Come on, Saggies, what's happening? I'm telling you, these readings have been off the chain because Aries season, which is Sag also, it's not just Aries, it's, you know, you're right there with them all in the action of the reflection that we see in the mirror, Saggies. What is the reflection in the mirror showing you after you've learned how hard it is sometimes that you have had to literally surrender control in order to rise above it all, that stripped everything off, all of what you had to strip away was the control of what you once thought you may have wanted, needed, gone for, and didn't work, right? This is masculine, this is feminine. So sorry about the glare. A spirit guide comes in and says, wait. Just wait. Give it some time. Maybe give it up to, I don't know, give it up to 8 weeks, 8 months, August. Okay, let's see. Okay, what is going on for, let me just do just a quick shuffle of the vice versa cards for Saggies. Okay, here you are, so that's nice. That gives me the confirm. Okay, Saggies, 3 cards to tell us more about the hardships, the pain. And, you know, some of you could be looking at land. Some of you could be buying some land. Some of you could be investing. Loving animals. Some of you are vets. Some of you would like to just get a home, like a ranch home somewhere far in the distance. Who knows? So let's see what's happening. Okay, so we have the Hierophant reversed, right? Things are not easy in sacred love, right? We've learned, this is what you might be telling me, that you have been in painful situations and or learning curves, is what I heard, in terms of learning about sacred love and what you grew up learning about love. Notice I didn't say sacred love. Sacred love is a love that comes from your heart. Egoic love is the love that on the 3D earth plane is all about, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? Okay, so we have, oh my God, 10 of Swords again. And, oh my gosh, the 4 of Wands. So this is definitely a family issue. This is definitely something that is painful in a family dynamic where Spirit's saying, hold on. Maybe hold on for a minute. Let someone breathe. Give someone some space, some room to breathe. You may be, for some of you, this 10 of Swords twice is a painful ending in a marriage. Someone may be getting divorced. Someone can be leaving. If it's not a divorce or leaving a relationship, someone just is having a hard time in a marriage. It's like someone's hurting. Someone wants to shed their old self for a new self. And maybe it's your significant other, and it, like Spirit saying, okay, give them time, give them room to breathe, and leave them alone so that you can re-establish a new situation, new grounds, new home. Something will come of it all. But you're going to have to right now let everything go when it comes to, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here. Just let them do their thing. Okay, so I'm taking the 2 10s for sure. Because let's look at them really quick, right? You have very similar, you have Father Spirit guides, right? So this is a father. Maybe, okay, so Saggies, this could be learning about love from a father figure, right? In your family dynamic. What have you learned? What have you read? What have you seen? What do you know? Do you know what sacred love is coming from a father figure? What was your upbringing like? And is there repeats in this dynamic? Spirit saying it is something about sacred love, learning about sacred love, how you learned about sacred love, or just love in general, meaning the kind of love that doesn't last, right? The Ten of Swords. Okay. So you're eclipsing out in this full moon in Libra right now. What's being eclipsed out is someone's persona, an old identity must go in order for this marriage, in order for this relationship, in order for you and or anyone, children, to survive. You have to go through this. It's been a real struggle. If someone is shedding their ego, that's when you know someone may be detoxing, right? And going through hell, because that's pretty much what, I've never done that, but I've heard it. My sister's a nurse, and she's told me it's someone going through, someone really literally goes through hell and detox. Maybe someone needs to go to rehab, right? Okay, let's look at these two tens and tell me what this is about. Oh yeah, look, death and rebirth. That's exactly it. Someone needs to be reborn. Spirit is saying, let them go. Do your best. Do your part. And let's plant some new seeds for the future after this has completed. So 10 weeks, 10 months, whatever it takes, you're going to be able to shed new light. You're gonna learn. Here's the thing. You're gonna learn what it takes to be the rock of the family. Maybe you're going through rehab and someone has to, or maybe both. Maybe your spouse is going through it right now and you're going to go through it later. But there's a lot of learning involved, learning curves. The energy needs to be death and rebirth here, for sure. And being patient with another in marriage, in love, live-in, whatever it is. Someone may have to go away to do that. Maybe someone already did, and now we're repeating a pattern. Okay, so let's put these cards down so I can, since I don't have much room here. Okay, so what we learn and what we become enlightened to is the death of the ego. And how someone is going to, like what they're going to learn about what they're going through, how it's going to set them free. It's going to set them free. Right? It's here. This is someone who is being set free after a death. Yep, the death of the ego. I will say, if you've read my book, The Ego Has Landed, or if you haven't yet, you may want to just research that book, because it is about exactly parts of what you're going through is in that book. In the death of the ego, befriending the ego, and understanding the ego. Okay? All right, let's get 3 more cards. What does Spirit want to tell Saggies here? Okay. Sag. The 3 of Wands is okay. It makes me feel like, okay, let me just give this some time. Look at the Father. It is about you're learning or you're literally going through it, about what your father went through. And the most important thing is trying to understand and realize how the energy of the universe works by what is important to you and you in love, in life, right? The energies of desire and emotional stability is what we're seeking right now. The Trinity is the three. Mind, body, soul connect. Okay? For sure. And the Seven of Wands reversed. The truth. The loss, the pain, the waiting, and the Kundalini rising. Okay, so I said this in my weeklies. If you watch the weekly series, in one of the 2 weeklies, I said, watch the sign before you, because the energy's moving. The energy moves around the wheel, right? And the energy right now is moving, and the Scorpion of the Death card here, as well as the Kundalini rising, is what they've been through, right? So this is important for you to know if you are on the cusp, and or if you have this Sag in your, and you're going through death and rebirth. This is it. It's Kundalini rising, it's spiritual ascension, higher consciousness of knowing that someone has to attain their own salvation. And that's what this is. Someone knows that, just like I said in Scorpio, God helps those who help themselves. The pain of what's left behind, the truth that makes, and how we communicate with another who is in pain or is suffering, whomever that is, Saggies. If it's you or someone else, you have to look deep within your own soul. Deep within your own soul, have patience with others, communicate clearly, and look past your own and or others' need to control and or resist, is what they're saying. So are you compassionate, Sag? Do you honestly communicate what it is that you need? And are you communicating, okay, so this is what the plan is. Let's get through this, this whatever, destruction of how the family dynamic has been in the past, so we can get past that and really work on a rebirth. You and or a significant other are both going through it. You have 2 Ten of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if you're both needing to hold each other's hand through the process in order to come back together as a unit. The things that look gray, the things that are the hardest to see at night, gets illuminated through communication, conversation, knowledge, getting more knowledge. Seek research, seek knowledge. Figure it out. Go figure it out. Don't give up. Here. This guy's not giving up, but this guy may be. Don't give up. Don't give up the fight. Because the most important thing to remember is that we never know what we have lost until it's gone. So speak up. Use your words wisely. Say what you mean what you say. And when you look at the night sky, the brightest star being Venus, and that's the Libra full moon, ask for help from Spirit, for sure. Ask for help, Saggies. You and or another are going through it. You're going through it together, though. That's the beauty of being together. So, of course, this is a general read. Okay? Okay. I have the Four of Wands upright. So just know that within this duration of time, be it 10 weeks or 10 months, you and or another are going to go through a lot, or you have, or you're doing, it's happening right now as we speak. Rehab, detox, shedding the ego, shedding the toxic behaviors, shedding the belief systems that no longer serve you and or another. The death of all of that in order to be reborn. Okay? Your karma card is all about what? I love it. In the 7th house of relationships, Libra full moon is affecting you big time. Top of the card, balance. Libra full moon is all about balance. Relationships, 7th house. Your partners cooperating with the situation without any doubts that one must be as we speak. As you speak, Saggies, be diplomatic. Like I said, think before you speak. Know what you're going to do and or say. Research what you need to research. Get more information. Be in depth. Be precise. But be diplomatic and know what you're going to say in order to also get a fair deal out of it, right? It's Libra, balancing the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, right? Everything here is about balancing out how you feel, what you say, what you learn, how you're going to handle it, and making sure that the essence of the feminine and masculine in a twin flame or soulmate relationship is all about what you learned from the deal. 10 of Swords. What did you learn from this? And have you learned? Spirit wants to know. Are you going to repeat this? Has this been a repeat action? Or are you learning your lessons? Or is it your significant other that's learning their lesson? Are we doing this again? Is it like, oh my God, we're doing this again? Okay? All right. I send you so many blessings for whomever is really trying to make a difference in their life and doing the hard work. But you got to learn. And you don't want to repeat, because every time you repeat, it gets harder and harder. Okay. Have a great month, and I'll see you soon.